been trying to do for the last 5 years is make the state and the country aware of the pain that you're in and how ridiculous it is that you people are not qualified for a chair. How ridiculous it is that the insurance companies will not give you one. Okay? When it's their time to go, there's a special place saved for those insurance people, and it's not in the upward direction. Okay?
It makes me feel better to know that he's not going to be suffering as much pain as he has been. That he's bound and determined he's going to stay mobile as long as he can. But as the guy said, the insurance told him that once he's confined to a wheelchair permanently, they wouldn't purchase a scooter or a chair. And why make a person suffer?
They're going to load it up for you. We good to go?
You're mobile now. Mobile now, sweetheart. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, let's go.
It's going to be the terror of Hollywood Boulevard.
We all need help. Medicare does not want to help, no matter what you do. I've talked to companies, and the company's given with the competitive bidding, and it's not working, unfortunately. And we've been texting back and forth, went to the doctor for several face-to-face evaluations, which Medicare requires, and none of that has worked either. Several texts to a company called Home Health Pavilion, and they're not helping us either. And that was the name I was given. Other names given by Medicare do not do the chairs, even though they were supposed to, according to the competitive bidding process. It is just not working.
Nice and slow. Now, I have some letters here, and I'm just going to read a couple excerpts from them. He doesn't know if he will ever be able to walk again. His main goal is to be able to get around with less pain. In all this, he has never given up. I would like him to receive this gift as it will allow him a little more freedom, like going to get a coffee and going to breakfast.
I mean, I've been fighting this for so long. I've also been fighting depression and everything else. And it's like being stuck in the house is no fun.
So the chair will help you?
Yeah, it'll help me get around.
My dad is a caretaker. He's 71 years old. It's very difficult for him to push my mom in her wheelchair all around the house and out in public. Due to her immobility, she has stopped going out with friends. She feels like she is a burden and has no self-esteem.
It helps me so when my family's busy or working and stuff, that if I need to go shopping, I can go get a few groceries, or just to go around the place and stuff that I live at. It helps me get out.
I have a green van, yes.
Yeah, get out and be with people and stuff.
I feel hopeless. I lack the upper body strength to maneuver a manual wheelchair. As a result, I feel confined to my room and I'm unable to go on any outings or anything with anybody else. I find myself spending most of my days in bed due to the difficulty and lack of strength and ability to get around. If I had a motorized chair, it would give me back some independence and a better quality of life.
What it's going to do for me is let me go out on my own for the first time in over a year and a half. Other than that, I always need help. It'll be nice to have my independence back.
My feet are constantly numb, and it travels up to my knees. I am in tears every day, looking for hope.
Friends from work and my administration wrote a letter asking Phil for a chair for me to use at work for when I have relapses from my multiple sclerosis. And I was totally touched by their doing this for me, and it'll come in handy if and when I do have relapses when I'm at work. So thank you very much, Phil. This is an absolutely wonderful program. I will be able to go to work at all times, so I appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
This young lady is 27 years old, has 2 young children, and she has MS. Her husband is in the Navy, okay? He's going out to sea, and they wrote me a letter a couple of years ago because the government didn't give her a chair. When she's home, she can't get around. She is stuck in her house. She would be so happy to be independent.
Just so she can get around better, stop her from falling. She's already broken the thumb. We don't want to hurt her anymore. We're so glad that we have opportunities like this for people that need it. We're so happy that we can get her more mobile and around the house and areas that she can go to. She's not stuck inside.
She can't use a walker since her back gives out. And short of renting wheelchairs to go out, she's pretty much stuck in a recliner most of the day.
This program is just great. I could never get this chair any other way. Now, I'm looking forward to the springtime so I can go out in the nice weather and ride around the neighborhood, which I've never been able to do. So this is a godsend. I never thought that I'd have a chair like this.
We went to this particular facility, and I had Channel 8 News, Tina Tuttle, with me, and they weren't going to let me in to give him a wheelchair. And I'm like Chris Christie. I'm going to get it done one way or the other, whether you like it or not, okay? And I basically pulled the manager aside and go, listen, he's getting this. I said, I have the news people out here and the newspaper people out here. I can make you look really good, or I can make you look really bad. Out of the kindness of their heart, they let him get a chair. Okay? This gentleman was paralyzed on his whole left side. They put him in a wheelchair. You know what you can do in a regular wheelchair with one hand? Not a thing. Okay? He'd sit in the corner. Okay? This guy wanted to commit suicide. He couldn't. I get an update on him every year. He goes out, they have to lift him in his chair, and that's the last they see of him. He goes outside. He goes to eat. He goes in a den. For the rest of his life, as short as it may be, he's going to be as good as he can.
Hold on, sorry. Got it. Thank you.
This is Robert Palmer. Robert has gotten a chair for me 4 years in a row. This will be his 5th. Okay, that's his car. That's the only way that this man can get around. Okay, he has a disease he was born with that's this long, and I can't pronounce it, but he is the oldest living person in the United States that has this disease, and he can't get a chair. Okay, it's absolute baloney.
And Phil is one of those people that, you know, is right there when you need help. He'll help you. He gives you his chair. You don't want no questions, no thank yous. And he's just been totally real good. Now, in spite of all this, you know, I've been married now. You know, everything's, you know, it's a struggle, but we're good together. And with Phil, you know, it's just 100% a lot better off.
Great.
You know, Christmas is going to be tight this year, but at least we got one good present.
There's a young lady here with a boy that's about 14 years old. I don't know exactly what he has, but I'll tell you what. Anyone that could say that this young man should not have a chair, this is absolute, unacceptable baloney.
This program is going to give my son back his independence, which I can't say enough thank yous for.
This program is a godsend. The insurance companies fight you tooth and nail every which way for every item. Phil doing this for people in need is a terrific thing. I came all the way down up from Brooklyn, New York, up to Connecticut to get this. It just means that I can go places with my wife and family where I couldn't go before, and it just gives you a better quality of life. And you should be commended, and more people should be doing this.
I just want to give thanks to everyone that has anything to do with this program. You know, a lot of people I need, you know, the chair and can't get around and can't afford one. And I just thank them all.
Yeah.
This one here, the charge cord.
That's the gap. This will help me get around and everybody else in this room. And this will help everybody in the insurance company. Don't help nobody. And that's not right.
Show him, Pat, show him how to do everything, plug it in, and have him sign it.
Well, it'll be doing a lot for me because I also have focal seizures in my legs. So when I'm walking, sometimes it just does what it wants to do, and I have no control of it. And I had 2 brain operations also. So right now I'm recouping, and I fell yesterday, so I don't want to fall no more. It's probably going to keep me a lot safer than I have been in the past.
It's a blessing for people that can't afford these chairs and make it you accessible to get around. So I'm just grateful, and thank you very much.
I think it's a fantastic program that he assists all these people. I'm just disabled, I'm not elderly, I'm not a veteran. I just have a spinal cord injury, and he helped me out. He made my Christmas.
And then from there, I sent him an email telling him about my situation, ask him, you know, for his help. And then he responded me within 1 business day, and he talked to me, and that business night I went down to see him in person. After that, he started the ball rolling. Now here I am, it's only been like I think a month and a half since the broadcast, and here I am with a power chair.
The only thing I got to say is this. There are hundreds of these chairs out there. Hundreds. There's thousands of these chairs throughout the United States that are no longer used. Whether somebody has passed on, whether they have gotten better, people don't know what they're doing. When they call, we go, oh, good, thank God you're coming to get this thing that's in the garage. It's been sitting there, okay? There's no program in the state, there's no program nationally where these people can drop these chairs off, get a tax rebate, whatever, have the state have them fix them up, buy some batteries, fix them up, and give them away with no, okay, not 80,000 forms to fill out. You see how it works today? You walk in, you're going to sign a piece of paper saying that you got the chair. Bye. That's how it should be for you people, okay? There's no program in place. So hopefully by some of the media attention, like I said, I tried national, they don't want to talk to me, okay, which is unfortunate. With all these chairs, as we sit right out here, there's thousands of people throughout the U.S. suffering that could have a chair that's sitting in somebody's garage. All you got to do is give it to them. I'm a Vietnam vet, and I love this country. But I'll tell you something right now. In the United States of America, this should not be happening, period. Okay, whenever there's a tsunami or a earthquake 3,000 miles from here, they can't wait to send them $10 million so they'll be their friend. Okay, that's a fine idea, but how about this? How about you take care of the problems we have right here in the U.S. first? How about you take care of all the handicapped people, stop making them suffer? It's absolute nonsense. I'm Phil from A to Z Pawn, and today was our 5th annual Gift of Mobility giveaway. This giveaway has ballooned into a big event. Today we changed the lives of over 38 families. Wonderful. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, good night.